The more Pathfinder Wrath on hardest difficulty. Last time we defeated Nolkeneth. No abusing of any bugs or anything, right? Was quite the battle. Anyways, so we got mythic levels. I think we'll just jump straight into the mythic levels and we'll talk a little bit about the feats that we got going here. So I thought I'd go through the feats first. Yeah, we'll do all of them. We'll do all of them. And I'll just give you my unbiased opinion. So, note though that you don't have to go with a mythic feat. You can go with an extra feat, which I don't think you ever want to do. Maybe there's a scenario where we want to go for an extra feat, but in most cases, you either want to go for an extra mythic ability or you want to select one of these mythic feats. So these mythic feats vary in how good they are quite a lot. Some are extremely strong and some do give you like the most minor of benefits. Like I think the mythic dodge gives you 1 extra AC or something like that. Yay! That sure is a mythic dodge. 1 extra AC. I mean, it's not bad, but it's certainly not as epic maybe as the other abilities you have available. So, first ability here. This is the ability which I think enables. I'm gonna see if we do a melee party. I don't know if we're gonna do it when the full game releases or if we're gonna do it in the meantime or something. But I'm thinking that a melee party could work with this talent. The problem is just getting to this point with a melee party on the hardest difficulty. That's gonna be a challenge. Because I mean, it's even with this amazing party we have going here, it's still very difficult to get to this point. So I'm thinking, how do we get to this point with a melee party? We'll see. Anywho's, Destructive Shockwave. Whenever you miss with a melee attack, the target still takes damage equal to your strength bonus. This is insane. This damage cannot be increased by any other means. So, in most cases, in the late game, the most of the damage is not going to come from your weapon on your attacks. Most damage is going to come from your insane strength bonus that you have on your melee characters. If you buff up a character, you can often get up over 30, maybe 34, maybe even 40. If you really go all in strength on your character, you can buff him up to 40 strength. Which means that you will deal, let's say you have 40, so you will deal, 15? More damage. No, it's 15. 15 damage every time you miss. So you don't need to hit, you don't need to invest too much into actually hitting on your character. You can just go all in defense, have like a monk. This is so easy also. All you need is more attacks essentially with this ability. Because you can miss all the time and it doesn't matter because you're going to deal damage to your strength bonus anyways. There's something like you could have like a monk with bite or something like monk get flurry of blows, that's 2 attacks. If you have a bite attack, which you can get from your racial, for instance, you can get another attack there. You get, of course, when you level up, you get extra attacks. When you haste your party, you get extra attacks. There's so many ways you can get extra attacks. I think this could be insane, especially on like a monk-style character. Anywho, we go to the next one. Emergency Potion. You can drink a potion as a swift action. That's good. Not, as broken as the other things, so I probably would never pick this up. Expanded Arsenal Magic School. Select one school of magic. All bonus from feats and mythic feats that you apply to another school of magic, such as spell focus feat and spell specialization, now apply to the chosen school of magic too. Also, like, it's nice, but I mean, you're probably just gonna focus on one thing on my character. It's rare that you have a character that's a little bit of everything. No, unless you play Bard or something. Which is bad at everything. No, that's not true. They're good at skills. Yeah, as I said, you can go with extra feat, you can go with extra mythic abilities. Flawless attacks. You only suffer a -4 penalty on your iterative attacks instead of the -5 penalty. Again, just minor bonus. Mythic Brew Potions. Allows you to craft potions up to level 6 during camping. I don't know what the levels are on potions, so I don't know if this is good or not. I cannot tell. But next thing, another really strong thing, and this is what we're gonna go for with this character. Whenever you channel energy to heal or kill, it's especially potent. Benefit: when you channel energy, the damage you heal or deal increased. Chris, can you read? Yes. When you channel energy, the damage you heal or deal increases by a number of points equal to twice your charisma bonus. So of course we have 5 on this character now, but in late game we might even have as much as 10 on this charisma bonus, which means 20, which is, if you take the average of a d6 is 3.5, right? So if we get 10 extra damage, that's essentially the same as 3 extra d6 on our channeling, which is insanely good because we have like 3 d6 now, so we double the amount of damage and the amount of healing on our channeling, which is just so good. We use the channeling all the time, so this is definitely the feat we want to go for. Amazing, 10 out of 10. Next, Mythic Resolve. You get a +1 bonus on all saving throws. You also get an additional hit points, the numbers equaling your mythic rank. This seems like it could be fine, maybe if it's like your 10th level, but same point, like getting 10 extra hit points, not gonna do much. If you really want 10 extra hit points, you can just pick up a spell, which gives you 10 extra hit points. I don't know that this is gonna do that much for you. But you know, it's a fine bonus. It's not like these aren't good. If these were just regular feats, we would pick them up all the time, but since these are mythic feats, which are more valuable, you kind of want to go for the really strong stuff, I feel like. School Mastery. Select one school of magic. All spells you cast that belong to this school have their caster level increased by 1. It's good, but again, it's just a minor bonus, just increased by 1. This is pretty much the same you get from meta magic. You can also increase, but this will increase the DC. Most importantly, why do you want to increase the level of your spells? Well, there's 2 things. First of all, it can change the damage of the spell because it's based on the character level, but also it will increase the DC, which is probably going to be more important. How difficult it is for your opponents to resist your spells. So, nice bonus, but again, not like wow. I think. Sorcerer's Reflexes. You can cast the first spell after an initiative roll as a swift action if that spell is either of a first level or at least 2 levels lower than the maximum level spells you can cast. This could be good for a different style of party, I feel like, getting free spells off, but the thing is, so far, spellcasting hasn't really worked out great against these bosses. As we've seen so far, every boss on the hardest difficulty has had about 20 in all their saves. We're level 5, so landing a spell on them has been almost impossible, so the only spells that we've been able to use so far are the things that buff our own guys or ground effects, essentially. That's all we've been able to use, so we can just use them before combat instead. We don't need this feat of it. Spell Penetration. Your mythical magic powers breaches your enemy's defenses. Benefit. Add half your mythic rank to caster level checks to overcome spell resistance. If you have greater spell penetration, add your full mythic rank. This seems like it will be very good when you're like level 10 and you add 10 to your spell penetration. I think if you go with Lich, you can ignore spell resistances, so then you don't need spell penetration. Go with that mythic path. But if you don't go with that mythic path, if you pick this up on one of your companions, because your companion is also gonna get this, it seems good, but it's not super good on like the second level. You get +2 or something. The spell penetration, that's what you get from a normal feat. So I'm thinking this is something that's gonna be very valuable when you get down to 10th mythic level. So I wouldn't pick up this early, but later on. Or if you really need to get something through. If you have a witch or something with like a curse that you need to get through, like a Hoarfrost or something like that. Then maybe. Toughness. Toughness provides you twice as many hit points. In addition, when you are below 0 hit points, you gain damage reduction 10 epic. When you are below 0 hit points, it's so that you don't die. I mean, sure, that's fine, but on the other hand, you shouldn't die in the first place. So toughness gives 3 hit points, I'm pretty sure, so this will give you 6 hit points, and that then increases at some point, I think. So you maybe get like 12 or so hit points from this later on. Fine, but not amazing. Bull Rush, you gain a bonus equal to half your mythic rank on checks to Bull Rush, and add your CMD when an opponent Bull Rushes you. These bonuses stack with those granted by non-mythic graded Bull Rush. Furthermore, you can make an attack of opportunity against any creature that attempts to bull rush you, unless it also has this feat. Seems very narrow if you're going for some kind of bull rush build or something. I don't use this fighting abilities much because it's very difficult on the hardest difficulty to get any melee or range to work. I think we can get melee to work with this. I still haven't seen anything that can get range to be really... Maybe there is. Maybe I've just overlooked it. That's a possibility. Maybe there's something that can make it work on the hardest difficulty. Let's see. Dazzling Display. You can quickly deter others with your martial mastery. Whenever you wield a weapon which have weapon focus, you can use Dazzling Display as a standard action with a -5 penalty on your Intimidate check, as a move action with a -10 penalty, or as a swift action as a -20 penalty. So Dazzling Display is when you hit someone or crit someone or whatever it is. They get intimidated, or everyone gets intimidated in a radius, I think. You can also use this as a swift action, Dazzling Display. So if you intimidate people, they get shaken, I think? Something like that, which means -2 to all skill checks, AC, I think everything. All the saving throws get at least -2, that's from what I remember. So that could be useful to get something strong off on some stronger opponents. Or... Arcon Aura. As I put on my characters all the time, I love that spell. Just play Arcon Aura, you don't need this. It's that simple. Just need a cleric with Arcon Aura, and then you get this for free, all the time. Deadly Aim, let's see, when your shot hits the target, they do truly devastating damage. When you use Deadly Aim, you gain +3 bonus on ranged damage rolls instead of 2. That's a very minor bonus. When your base attack bonus reaches +4, and every +4 thereafter, the bonus on the ranged damage rolls increases by +3 then rather than +2. I mean, these are very small bonuses on top of the skill like +1. It's fine. There's so much better things. I don't know why you would ever pick this up. Feels like your defensive capabilities in combat are unmatched. Add half your mythic rank to your CMD. Sure, if you plan on doing these kind of things, you probably want this skill. Otherwise not. Destiny Beyond Birth. You no longer suffer your racial penalty to an ability score. Only races with a penalty to an ability score can take this feat. Weird cases, but in some cases you could actually be worth picking this up. So there are cases where you might want to go, for instance, go with a Dampier, I could see. Because the Dampier have a really useful ability. They can't be affected by negative energy, by negative levels, and stuff like that. But they have minus. Pretty much no matter what you do, something useful gets minus on it. So in that case, let's see you going for this. Tiefling have pretty good... very good, like many choices you can do. And they're usually arranged in such a way that you don't care usually about the thing that you get minus to too much for the tieflings. But for Damper, I think this could be really good. Dirty Trick, or like really good. It's okay if these things are like whatever things, and the things that I pointed out that are really good are like God tier. This is like middle tier or something. Dirty Trick. Let's see here. You're a master of down and dirty fighting. You gain a bonus equal to half your mythic rank on checks to attempt a dirty trick, and add your CMD when an opponent attempts to perform a dirty trick on you. This bonus stacked with those granted by greater dirty trick. I actually don't know what dirty trick does because I've never used it. Probably because I never play with rogue characters. I don't actually know what this thing does, so I'm gonna skip it. Disarm. You're expert at knocking your enemy's weapons away. You gain bonus equal to half your mythic ranks on checks to disarm, and add your CMD when an opponent tries to disarm you. These are probably fine. The thing is that the opponents have an insane CMD. That's probably going to be an issue with these also. That even if you add your whole entire mythic rank, I don't think you're going to succeed at it too much. I think you're going to be wasting your time if you're doing this. But these are probably meant for lower difficulties when you can actually get these things off, I think. Dodge. Increased by 1. AC. It's not bad, but as I said, there are better stuffs. I could actually see someone maybe picking up these though, like the Great Fortitude Mythic. Iron Will Mythic is probably the one I'm most interested in here. So these things actually make so that you roll twice and take the higher result, which I think is mathematically, statistically, these are going to be really, really good if you want to succeed one of these saves. So in most cases, the most dangerous things are going to be will saves. Usually reflex saves are mostly just damage things, which usually isn't that dangerous. Fortitude sometimes, yes, because that's like death magic and stuff like that. So sometimes you want a very, very high fortitude save also. So Fortitude Mythic and Iron Will Mythic I definitely could see being really good choices. Improved Critical. They're very boring, but they're probably very good. Improved Critical Mythic. Your critical multiplier with the chosen weapon is increased by 1. Not too bad. I'd probably go for this if I had some sort of weapon build which I built around crit, because a lot of good weapons that have crit. But as I said, it's very difficult to make those builds work. I'll have to try to figure something out, how to make those weapon builds work on the higher difficulty. Improved Initiative. The bonus on your initiative checks granted by Improved Initiative increases by an amount equal to your Mythic rank. So you get 10 extra initiative. I mean, getting extra initiative is super easy. If you really want initiative, you can go... I think you can get... Let's see here. You can get +4 from just a talent, which gives you improved... I think it's called Improved Initiative. Oh, this is called Improved Initiative Mythic, so... This improves on the improved initiative. But the normal talent gives 4, which is pretty good. Then you can get +2 from just selecting the background. Or if it's even +4 you can get from the background. A special background you can go for, which gives you a higher initiative. Then if you have a familiar, you can get +2 or +4 there also. So if you really want high initiative, which I really don't think is necessary at all, you can pick that up. You don't need to do this feat for it. You don't need to waste a feat on it. It's easier to get initiative. Improved Unarmed Strike. Let's see here. You add half your mythic rank to your damage with Unarmed Strike. So at maximum it's gonna be 5. I mean, if you select a couple of feats, this might be... no, you probably don't want this, because if you go with this, you cannot increase the damage by any other means, which means that this will not increase it either, so if you go for that build that I suggested in the beginning, probably you don't want to pick this up either. You probably want to go for these things instead, Greater Fortitude, Greater Iron Will, and so forth. So on and so forth. Lightning Reflexes is probably the least useful one, because probably what you want to do, if you have a character which can... or in one way it's good. Like if you have a character which can pass reflex saves and you have like Uncanny Dodge, what it's called, Improved Evasion, Uncanny Dodge or something like that, and then you always succeed with your reflex saves, then you're not ever gonna take any damage. But this, we haven't been up against really any type of enemy with lightning reflexes, or where we needed the reflex save in any way, so it hasn't been that prominent. It wasn't in the last game either, so I'm thinking that reflex is not going to be that useful. Mythic Sneak Attacker. Your Sneak Attacker deals an additional 1d6. For most classes, you could, if you want one extra, there's a little bit of a tip. If you want one extra Sneak Attack die, you can just go one level Vivisectionist anyways. Because Vivisectionist also gets Mutagen, which is going to boost pretty much whatever you want on your character. If you want more strength, if you want more constitution, if you want more dexterity, you can do that. And you'll get an extra sneak attack die. And then you don't have to pick up this feat. And you'll probably get another feat also. Because you're first level of a new sort of character. And you'll get better saves. So probably that's better. But if you've done all that and you want even more sneak attack damage, you say, yeah, sure. Then you can pick that up. Piranha Strike, Mythic. Whenever you Piranha Strike, you gain +3 bonus on damage rolls instead of +2. When your base attack bonus reaches +4, and every +4 thereafter, the bonus damage on these rolls increased by 3 rather than 2. Yeah, these are just like +1 bonuses. Or fine, but not amazing. Your accuracy with ranged attacks is unmatched at point blank range. The bonuses on attack and damage rolls granted by point blank shot increases to +2. Again, just a extra +1 bonus. Not too much. What am I gonna see here? The same bonus again! Something increases by +1. Whenever you use your power attack, you gain +3 bonus on melee damage instead of 2. Your base attack was reached +4, and every 4 points thereafter, the amount of bonus damage increases to +3 instead of +2. This bonus to damage is increased by +5 if you make an attack with a two-handed weapon, a one-handed weapon using 2 hands, or a primary weapon, natural weapon that adds 1.5 times your strength modifier on damage rolls. I think for many of these, to make this more interesting, to make them more mythic, they should do more than just add +1 on these things. Because it's not super exciting to look at, and it won't make that much of a difference, I feel like. I mean, it's fine, it's not like a bad bonus, it's a really good feats. As I said before, if these were like normal feats, you would pick them up all the time. But since they're competing with other stuff, I don't know. I don't know about that. It seems like in most cases people are just gonna go for extra mythic ability. But sometimes you might go for these things. So let's see here. We have power attack with done rapid shot. Shield focus. Add your shield bonus to your shields and add your shields bonus and your shields enhancement bonus to your touch AC. This is good. This is really good. If you are a shield-based build, you probably need to pick this up. I think, though, when I think about it, I think there's a Cavalier order that can do the same. Can they? I think they like the order of the shield or something. I think can do the same thing as this. But this is a good bonus. This is a really good bonus. And your touch AC is often vulnerable. Like, there's a lot of enemies which target touch AC. So I think this is really good. Skill mythic focus. Let's see. You can always take a 10 on checks with your choice of skill. For skill focus, if 10 on a roll is enough to succeed a skill check. So this could actually be useful. I see. Like, if you go with a persuasion character, if you go with like a Dampier persuasion character, they already have a talent, or a feat, I mean, which gives them once per day, they can choose to roll a natural 20 on their persuasion check, which means that you can demoralize someone almost guaranteed. And if you demoralize someone with a natural 20, that's probably going to be a lot of rounds that they are demoralized for also. And demoralized, again, is the same as the Orcanora, my favorite spell, where they take -2 on all their saves, which is very useful on the highest difficulty if you want to get anything off on the bosses. You want them to have worse saves possible. Spell focus. Choose a school of magic you already have spell focus in. The bonus to save these provided by spell focus and great spell focus for that school is increased by 1. You're probably gonna pick up spell focus and great spell focus anyway, so this increases it by 2, right? Because it increases both by 1. Or does it increase in total by 1? If it's 2, I think it's probably really good. If it's 1, it's whatever. Stunning Fist. The DC over Stunning Fist increases by half your mythic rank. Problem is, Stunning Fist is probably only gonna be useful in the beginning. Oh, that's not true. It could be good late game also. Half your mythic rank, so +5. You're probably not gonna get up to Stunning Fist. I think you're getting your hopes up on the higher difficulties. Easier difficulties, sure. Sunder Armor. You gain a bonus equal to half your mythic rank on checks to Sunder. Add your CMD when an opponent tries to sunder an object used you. Again, I think these bonuses are too small. This is probably going to be true for Trip also. It's the exact same thing, yeah. Same thing holds true there. 2-weapon fighting. With weapons in both hands, your death strikes makes it twice as deadly. Your penalties on attack rolls for fighting with 2 weapons are reduced by 2. That's good. Good, but these are probably just things you pick up at the end of your character creation, but you have like nothing else that you can spice it up with. Then we go for Vital Striker then. You strike your foes with incredible force. Whenever you use Vital Strike, improve Vital Strike, or greater Vital Strike, multiply the number of dice you roll for damage. Also multiply strength bonus, weapons enhancement bonus, and other bonuses that wouldn't normally be multiplied on a critical by the same number. So you can deal a lot of damage with this. But it's only on a crit. He could deal a lot of damage, and maybe you stack enough things. Could you have like enough to maybe one-shot bosses or something like that? Then can you maybe save scum and kill boss with it? I don't know. Fine. It looks fine. This build looks fine actually. Weapon finesse. Whenever you're using weapon finesse, you may also use your dexterity modifier instead of your strength modifier on your damage rolls. This is the same as the rogue ability. I think they have the same thing. When you use a finesse weapon, you can use your dexterity modifier instead of a strength modifier on your damage rolls. So there's another way of getting this, but you can also now get this way, which means you can focus completely on dexterity. Which is good. But I think again that if you want to go with a melee character, I think Destructive Shockwave is the way to go. But if you don't go that way, then that could be an option. But it's very much better to have dexterity over strength, because of course dexterity gives armor class also. Weapon focus. Double the bonuses and attack rolls from weapon focus and greater weapon focus, which is +1, so nice, but nothing overly exciting, I don't think. Weapon specialization. Let's see, the damage you deal with your chosen weapon is truly awesome to behold. Benefit. When using your chosen weapon, you gain bonus equal to half your mythic rank on damage rolls. This stacks with a bonus from weapon specialization and greater weapon specialization. Let's see here. You gain bonus equal to half your mythic rank on damage rolls. Maximum +5. It's not bad. It's actually really good in the late game to have +5 on your damage rolls. Wouldn't say that's a bad thing, honestly. I think there are feats which can give you pretty much the same thing though. So probably when you run out of feats also, I think it's like feats that add like 1d6 holy damage and stuff like that. So most of these things are probably gonna be things you just spice up your character with when you've filled up everything else. And we are though on this character. Oh my god! It is mythic channeling. There it is. I'm sorry, for a moment I thought it was a mythic ability. No, it's a mythic feat. This is the one we were looking for, which gives us twice our charisma bonus on our rolls. It's not a feat. It's not an ability. It's a feat. Good. Mythic channeling. Definitely want that. You don't die until the total number of negative hit points becomes equal or greater to double your constitution score. Okay, cool. Mythic channeling and Heaven's Breath. And summon Spirit Paladin. That we're gonna try out. Or you don't know, because we don't because we didn't get it. Oh, there it is. Summon Spirit Paladin. Hello! Spirit Paladinos. Looks pretty cool though, I'd say. Cooler than I expected him to look. Gotta say, how long does he last? Summon a Spirit Paladin for 1 minute. Someone must appear where you designate and act according to the initiative checks. They attack your opponent to the best of their ability. Cool. Yeah, I guess we'll do the same thing for all these heroes also. Mythic Companion. And Mythic Channeling. And for you, we're gonna go Mythic Channeling. And for you then, a lady, we're gonna go with an extra mythic ability, Bloodline Ascendance, Elemental Body. So gain immunity to sneak attacks, critical hits, and fire damage. I think that's gonna be very good. I would love to have this on every character, of course. Love to.
I'll take care of it.
But I can't. Let's see, an extra mythic ability. Oh wait, do we have anything that works on only these girls is what I'm thinking, but we don't. Right. Like, is there any specific kineticist ability that appeared there? But there wasn't any. Flawless attacks, no. Point blank shot, no. No. Okay. Then we'll just go with the good old Bloodline Ascendance, Elemental Body. Immunity, sneak attack, critical hits, and fire damage. It's kind of nice. That's kind of nice.
Adventures await.
Adventures await. Just ignore those critical hits. So, Nulkinethoth, or whatever his name was, is dead. And we didn't loot there. Finally, some lootings. What we're gonna find? We're gonna have a cloak, a belt, a flail, and a breastplate. We're gonna pick those up. And let's see, masterwork lower down, man, if I do. Healing potions, always nice to have. Always nice to have. I think we have a lot of them though. Let's have a little bit of a check here. Only 93. I thought we'd have more. I thought we'd have more than 200 at this point, but nope. We did not. Oh! You can tilt the camera. Ah, I didn't know that. I thought it was only WASD to move around the camera. And then you press the middle mouse button held down like this to move the camera. But you can also do it with very slow, but you can do it with Q and E also. Interesting. Interesting. You learn something new every day. Now let's see here. There's nothing else here, I think. So we have a little bit more fighting in us. I mean, not too much, but there's a little bit left. So what we can do... there's a lot of bosses, actually. It's a little bit interesting, because this area that we're in right here, from what I understand, this was the last area of the alpha version of the game. So I think in order for... like, to give people a little more to do... This is my theory, this might be a complete lie, I'm just making things up now. But I'm thinking this is the reason. There are a lot more content, as you can see, in the place where we haven't been, there's a lot of like mini-bosses. And I think that's for people in the alpha who like completed this part and then they wanted to play a little more with their characters. With all their mythic levels and everything they've got, and they wanted to try things out. So they probably added this little strip here with some bosses and stuff. So there's a lot of experience you can get actually from killing those things. So we're gonna start doing that today. We're probably not gonna be able to do all of them today, because there are a lot of them, and all of them are really difficult because of different reasons. They're all very difficult. And I'm gonna show you how to defeat all of them, because all of them have ways of like usually there's like one thing you need to think about. And if you think about that thing, if you plan for it, then usually you should be fine. So the first guy we want to take down is the... what's he called even? Let's see here. Athletics check. I think that would be this smile on right here, right? Athletics 12. Perfect. Fail anyways. It's the Gargoyle High Chief or whatever it's called. Something like that. That guy, by you again, can be found here, but we don't want to fight these guys first. We want to clear out the guys, if possible, up here first. So let's get into positioning. Gold creeper, gold creeper, gold creeper. Ghoul, I mean. Gold creeper. It's a goalkeeper? No, it's a gold creeper. Okay, put this thing down there. So you can leave this place, come back, it's not a problem. The only reason I'm doing this is to save on time. I'm gonna do a little bit of fighting here. And let's see here, you girls switch into this. I'm very much interested in doing a melee party actually. Because I played a little bit ahead and I think that the problem with a melee party, I think, you can do a lot of damage if you go destructive shockwave. The problem is, oftentimes it's very dangerous to be close to things, but on the other hand, I think you can make a character which is also extremely durable. Extremely durable. Like these girls are tanks now. If you remember, we picked up the elemental bloodline. These girls, so they have immunity to sneak attacks, critical hits, fire damage, on top of having 10 damage reduction and something else, immunity to poison, I think. So they're quite durable. Quite durable. Okay, we'll go forward a little bit. Charming gaze there. This guy is more dangerous than all the other guys, so we'll try and charming gaze him if at all possible. Misses, good. There's charming gaze on him. Perfect. Charming gaze on you. Charming gaze on you. Charming gaze. Gaze. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so get into positions. So I had to pause there for 1 second. The Gargoyle boss that we're gonna be up against, the difficult part about him is that he has a spell called Blasphemy. And what it's gonna do, if we're 10 levels below him, it's gonna kill us outright. Everything in an area of like 50 or something like that. We're not 10 levels below him. We are though more than 6 levels below him. So it will petrify anyone within a radius of 60, something like that. Luckily though, we have these 3 girls right here, which are Spirit Nagas, and Spirit Nagas are immune to petrification. That's basic. So we need him to waste his Blasphemy spell on these 3 girls, because it doesn't affect them. And then we need to run in with everyone else, because the problem with these 3 girls is that they are, you know, they have the fighting prowess of a wet noodle. So we don't really want to make this girl tank for too long. So after he's cast that spell, we want to run in with these 3 girls and tank with them. The Smilan's gonna die instantly. They're not gonna have a chance against him. So these 3 girls are gonna have to tank the boss, and they're pretty good at tanking. I mean, if you think about it, they have a lot of HP, they have a lot of damage reduction, they can't be sneak attack, they can't be critical hit. They're pretty good at it. They're pretty good. And he has so good attack rating that even if these guys would have like 34, 35, even 40 armor class, he would still hit them all the time. So it wouldn't matter. Wouldn't even matter. So what spells do we use here? I think we might use the Archon's Aura. And that guy also has a will save, I think, of 20... I think he has 21. So potentially, actually, we could. Unlikely, but we could with Archon's Aura plus Prayer. We could lower his saves down, let's see here, 3. So we could have like a 1 in 20 or something. On doing that. It's not the best of odds, but we'll do what we can. Okay, so let's also put on this. And I think on our main character will also put on this to have a little bit more HP on you. And maybe, you know, put on a little bit more HP on everyone, honestly. It's kind of useful. And then these guys are not going to be able to do anything unless they have these magic fangs on them. Because these guys have damage reduction except against magic. Put this on also, and we can put on this there. So that's pretty much all we need here, hopefully. I'm gonna save. Save. I have played ahead a lot, so I know what's coming. Like I know all the bosses that are gonna be here, and then I know essentially every fight in Dressen that we're gonna have to take, because Dressen is gonna be the most difficult part, of course, that we've done so far. And one of the reasons, of course, that so far we've been able to sleep kind of liberally, like almost as much as we wanted. In Dressen we would only be able to, potentially we can sleep twice, but preferably we'll only like to sleep once if we can do that. We'll see though. That's gonna be quite a challenge, and we have a lot of battles we need to get through, which means that we need to waste almost no abilities and still take every fight in Dressen. So that's gonna be difficult. But it is doable though. It is doable. So let's see here. We move back our Smilodons here, I think about here. As far as we can without triggering yet another fight or something. And then we move back these 3 girls. And we should also set these 3 girls, let's see here. Set them on this thing.
I'll take care of it.
And this thing there. Okay, let me see it again. Because I don't want, if I have to redo this fight, I don't want to do this again. That's just as simple as this. So, am I recording? Good, I am. Perfect. So, it's gonna be dangerous, but we're gonna trigger the fight there. There is the High Chieftain. We can try at least to, not on hit on this guy. We can have a check. Look at his stats here. There's a will of 21, so currently we cannot Charming Gaze him. It's not possible. But possibly, if he gets Archon's Aura'd or something, we could potentially do it. So let's see, one there, and Aquamarina. Sure. Cast all these, maybe. And then maybe start... There's the Blasphemy. Okay, so the Blasphemy went off. Good. And that guy got Charming Gaze. Now we want to get the frack out of here. Honestly. And the Smilodons are probably gonna have to tank for just 1 second. They're probably gonna die. But that is actually fine if they die. This fight. Ah, they got stunned still. Oh, but that's okay. That's okay. As long as they don't die here. I think we're fine. Which we might still do. Let's see here. We're dazed for 3 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna heal out of this whenever we get out of this. Heal, heal, heal. Okay, so are we gonna get off? Yeah, we get it off, right? Yes! That's all. It's a lot of heals. You are weakened for a while, but that's fine. You 3 girls. There's so much. Let's see here. Fiendish Gargoyle Hunter, sure. Try to take you out. The Smilodons are not gonna last long, I don't think. The thing is, we need Fiendish Gargoyle Hunter. Where is the main guy? There's the Chieftain. Perfect. The Chieftain is there. That means we can probably sneak away with these girls. And we also need to go in with these girls, because these girls are gonna be tanking this fight, so... yeah, you girls probably need to do another round of healings here. Unfortunately. Because, you know, you are dying very quickly. So, here it comes, hopefully, probably. There it is! It's another round of healing, good! Okay, so, next order of business, we need to move back with you. And with you, and with you, and hopefully that's not gonna trigger a million attacks opportunity. It triggered a million attacks opportunity, but... Are we still alive? Are we still kind of alive? That's what I think. You heal Attic. You heal Amarikwa. And you have a heal incoming, hopefully soon. Come on, heal! Okay, there's the heal. Okay, so Attic, try to take out this guy. And you try to take out this guy, if at all possible. So there's a healer coming in there. Now then.
We can do it.
Okay, well, it's fine. Okay, so she's got healed there, good. Attack there. Ardran, you need to be on the attack this thing plan. I think you just need to be there, I think. And then we'll pass forward. Okay, the Chieftain is going in, so we probably need more healing. More than we need this. You can cast this. Okay, well, that's a little bit hectic right now. Okay. He's back up again. I think we probably need this. Again, actually. Okay, both our Smilodons are dead. Fortunately. The problem is our main character is standing in the... He's being constantly attacked by this guy. Constantly. Okay, that guy's dead though. That's perfect. And... Let's see, Ardran is tanking. That's this girl, okay? Oh, but that's fine. So all we need to do is take out this hunter here.
This spell works differently.
This battle is made so much more difficult. Because, okay, maybe we kind of need these heals coming in there, I think. I'll heal the other, but maybe we can sneak away one little heal there. Maybe. There's a heal, there's another heal. Okay, good. Good, this girl is very hurt. Very, very hurt. She... Okay. Yeah, everyone needs to be shooting this guy. So that we can start doing something with the main character, because he's kind of locked up now. Yes, he's Charming Gaze now. Good, so everyone else is healing. Good. Perfect. There comes another healing there. She's taking a lot of damage, but now we can actually walk away with our main character. Perfect. And now he's dead. Good. So now we can heal that guy. Good, and Ardren is getting attacked very much, but we still have heals coming in here. How many more do we have here? 40 and 8 there. I mean, that's good. Good as we can get it, I think. Okay, there's another heal coming in there. Would be nice if we could sneak in a prayer here, because then maybe we can start working on... Let's see what this guy's saves are. Is he affected by Arkansas? Nope. Oh, we passed all the Arkansas. I mean, I think Arkansas is a will save also, so of course. It's worth a lot of experience though, as you can see. I think it's worth more than the guy, the boss that we fought. It's kind of insane. Kind of insane. So, okay, now prayer's not gonna do anything in that case. So in that case, I think we just do regular or something. Or less? Nah, that's not gonna do anything. I think it's fine. We'll do, maybe what we do with this girl is we actually eat up our... Ooh, why can't we do that? Eat up our spells and start using them as heals instead. Then we can do a lot of point heals also. And there's another point heal there. Let's see here. Have another. You can see our healings are kind of strong now that we have the healing talent also. I think maybe what we do with this girl actually, since we don't have many chance left, we start doing this thing and this thing. Go for other easier like heals that we have more of, I'd say. We don't have many more channelings. Anyways. And maybe you do the same actually. Move up like there. And you cast this. You cast this. And then this girl also has, of course. This has been a really good spell, honestly. Calming touch. Gotta say, we have calmed, calmed ourselves a lot in this. Yeah, okay, take out the eye. The eye makes the game a little bit laggy for some reason. Don't know exactly why. Okay. I wish you could have this on autocast, but you can't, so need to do this manually every time I want to cast it. Okay. Do another round. Now. Oh, we accidentally cast the channel positive energy, but it's fine. This is how the last boss would have been if we took him without exploits. We would just essentially have had to resort to this. Stand around in a pile of healing for a very long time. Until he gave up or something. Okay, that's not good because now we accidentally attacked instead of heal. But it's fine, we have a lot of healing left. And we have healing potions. 100 of them. We also have 100 healing potions. This is not enough. He's heating up. We are running out of these heals. We are gonna have to switch to the next type of heal soon. But that's fine. Yeah. We are taking a little bit, like a lot of damage on this guy, so I think we'll do one of these good heals. It's gonna be the thing here. And then we'll do... Let's see, we can eat this up also for a heal. We have so many healings because we can eat up every spell for healing if you want to. You can do another calming touch. Yeah. Calming touch, there's more heals coming in here. Another heal there. Okay, I guess we can eat up this spell also as for a heal. And we're gonna eat up here. Up the restoration, maybe? Be a pretty good heal. And we can do just a calming touch. Okay.
I still
Let's see, we have calming touch there. You're not doing anything, so maybe you cast this. Let's eat up another restoration. That's fine. Oh, he missed! I think that's the first time he missed an attack. Oh, he's dead. Easy! We could have done that for probably 15-20 more minutes, but we got him. Cloak and Amnet, perfect. So as I said, there are a lot more bosses here, but we are kind of out of everything now on our characters. We need to go back. And we're gonna fight them later. Wait, can we leave now? We can't, because we haven't talked to these guys. I think there's a way of getting up though. Here again. Descend to the foot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, we're gonna have to battle away. I think we need to do 1 or 2 more battles. with what we got going here. But there's a way of getting back up here. So that we can leave. Or maybe we can leave here anyways. No, we can't. The reason we can't leave now is because we haven't talked to only one spell on us. I think it's fine. We'll figure something out, right? It should be an ascend thing here. There it is, ascend. Okay, that was. You didn't even have to do a single fight to get there. That's amazing. Okay. Do you have any athletics? 3. Try. Try you. Ooh, succeeded. Perfect. And this should lead us back, right? Pretty sure. Pretty sure it will, and there shouldn't be any fights here. We should be safe. Athletics. See 21. Come on now. Need to pass this. Failed. Failed. 21 is kind of high though, I'll say. Yes. Yes, failed a couple of athletics checks. Does anyone have higher than 3? Here? We aren't the most athletic of people, okay? Ah, well.
What a failure.
Ah, no, not you. Follow. Come on now, we can do it. We have a really athletic Maladon. Okay, so they're in a little bit of a bad spot there, one could say. One could say that, and one would not be lying. So let's try. At least these guys don't have. They have a good save, but not, you know, like an amazing save or anything. Arkansas is already vanished. That's unfortunate. That's fine though. We can do something here, right? Right? Attacks there. Charming Gaze will save. Charming Gaze will save. Okay, so you probably need to do another thing there. Charming Gaze. Try and get that guy out of the fight. Yes. Charming Gaze. Yes, got that off. Perfect. Now we just need that guy. Okay, and we probably need you to heal. We need you to heal also. Get a little bit more HPs on everyone. Actually, that would be nice. And now then, let's see here. Who is fighting? That guy is the guy who's dealing all the damage. Don't like that. Okay. In case will save. Fortunately, one of our girls fell there. That's not bad. Oh, that's not good. That's not bad. That's just very bad. Yeah, and we're all standing a little bit tightly here, I would say. My own tastes. Okay, well, try to. That's good. He's charming gazed. Perfect. Now we can heal up our character there again. And we don't have any heals here. Oh, actually we do. I don't know if I can reach the girl there, which is lying on the ground. Maybe we can. No, we can't. So since we can't do that, yes, we charming gaze on that guy. Okay, everyone's charming gaze now. This should be fine now. Now all we need to do is charming gaze. Oh, there's no one left to charming gaze. Perfect. And now we should be fine, okay? Okay. Don't need to use that last heal. But we used it anyways. Don't need the last heal, but we're gonna do it anyways. Okay. One dude left there. Headbutting him. Not hitting though. He is helpless, but I still think attack speed, yeah. Even though he's armor class 9 because he's flat-footed and helpless. We still can't hit him. Because we have attack bonus of 2. Ooh. Ooh. So nice. And here we can get to the top. Oh. So, it took me, I think, 40 tries to get up here with this athletics check. Because it's a decent 21, so we would only succeed on a 19 or a 20. So, yeah, that was fun. I want to do that again, but it's way too fun. Way too fun. Okay. So, now, what we're doing is going back and talking to Anivia and those guys. And that's gonna be the end of the episode. And the next episode, we're gonna finish the last bosses. There are a lot of difficult bosses that we're gonna fight. Even a Demodand. I think that's, yeah, oh, and there's another thing. Another version of the boss that we already fought. Which is kind of cool. I think Nulfineth is a Nabasu or something. Nabasu demon or something. Which are kind of strong. The problem with them is that they throw negative levels at you. So preferably, do you have? No, you don't have level 7 spells. Or let's see, level 3 spells. I mean, last spellbook. Oh, you have level 3 spells, don't you have? Oh, maybe it's level 4. Yeah, we don't have Death Ward yet. That's a problem. We want to get Death Ward as soon as possible. Because Death Ward protects against negative levels, and it's gonna be a lot of things which give negative levels in the upcoming battles, so that would be a good thing to have. That would be a really good thing to have. Like, really, really good. Regia looks at Social with contempt. Despite the difference in height, it seems that the gnome who is looking down. It seems that the gnome is looking down on his counterpart. You wanted to ask me about something? I'm listening. Social lowers his head with cold respect. Thank you for finding the time to listen to me. It regards a personal matter. There was a woman in your squad. She perished covering our retreat, and I don't even know her name, but she carried this shield. Once belonged to my brother. You happen to know how she came to have it? A personal matter. So, how silly of me to expect a relevant question. Regia chuckles. After savoring the expression on Social's face, continues. Her name was Marenta, and she turned out to be a better soldier than I thought. Too bad she still wasn't good enough to survive. She transferred to us from the Order of the Pike. Dig it? The Extirpators chapter, if memory serves me right. Order of the Pike, wow! Wow, that could be a porno, but hopefully it's not, okay? Maybe after this someone will get inspired to make one or something. I wasn't interested in her reasons for changing chapters. Well, I can tell you why. And she never gave any. Such transfers are not forbidden, though they are not encouraged. In any case, she's already had the shield when she came to us. And the only way to find out where she got it from is to ask her former chapter. But God knows only where they are now, and which demons they are slaughtering. Thank you for your answer, Prolictor. With cold politeness, Social lowers his head and bows before the knight and then turns to you. It seems I reached a dead end. I hope your research brother won't distract you from our mission. Oh, savage, okay. Oh, I'll do whatever I can. Whatever is within my power and more. Both before the crusade and before Trevor. If only I had a chance to talk to her while she was still alive. Sounds so selfish. She died and all I think about is what she could have done for me. But it's not only that. The shield was Trevor's treasure. Wouldn't have given it for no reason. How did this woman get it? Did she deceive Trevor? Kill him? Or perhaps the opposite? She meant so much to him that he gave her the shield voluntarily. I keep mulling over it, trying to understand, trying to imagine what happened to my brother. And what role Marenta played in his history. In his story. I don't remember what they wrote there. If she was still alive, maybe I'd have to exact my vengeance for my brother on her. Or maybe we'd sit next to each other and she'd tell me all about their adventures together. She might have become my mortal enemy or sworn sister. She's dead. She's just dead. Oh, that will happen now, do you understand? Cleric voice trembles. Perhaps we'll meet these extirpators. I shall pray that we do. I won't hold my breath, Sosil shakes his head. Let's talk about this later. I need to gather my thoughts. Sosil's such an emotional wreck. I'm sorry to say, but he's kind of not keeping it together now. Gotta say, a little bit of wreckage here. Anivia looks at you with apprehension. She wearily reaches out for your shoulder, but then jerks her fingers away. That flash! This time it was even brighter than it was over the grey garrison. You've changed again. Irabeth emerges from behind Anivia's back. Her body is covered in bandages, her hair is threaded with grey, and her voice is weak. As if she's aged a decade. You still came for me. For us, Off her voice breaks. I thought it was the end. It's my voice breaking, everyone. Anivia takes her wife by the arm, as if fearing she might fall. Commander, I admit, I've never believed in miracles, but now I know why the Queen put you in command of this army. Today you did the impossible again, right before our eyes. You pulled your people from the demon's mouth, opened the road to dress them for us, and saved my family. Again. Might be more saving of families, we'll see. We've lost many people, but our army is still in fighting form. I hope these would-be crusaders will not forget the lesson this night has taught them. This night has left scars on our soldiers, on their bodies and on their hearts. But it's also showed them that the power of the demons is not boundless. We can destroy the demons. And we will. Good so. Fighting the demons on their own territory is better than waiting for them to come to us, like they did in Canabres. We're on the right path. Might be the easiest climb. You'll be fine. Hey, why all the glum faces? We won! Come on! Okay, Camila, if we're finished there, I suggest we head back to camp. The stench here is horrendous. Besides, I wouldn't mind catching up on some sleep. Is that right, Your Highness? Are you tired? Don't like this nasty stench? Do you put in a complaint that the demons didn't greet you with the proper etiquette? Land, all of a sudden, such a... As if you know anything about proper etiquette. Oh! Savage, though! It's like an episode of Dr. Phil all of a sudden. What's going on? I'll get the survivors back at camp. Let them rest up while... a little... Let them rest up a little while at least. Let them rest up a little while at least. Yes, that's how I was supposed to read this. It was a scary night, but we still got the dressing ahead of us. We still got dressing ahead of us. Oh my god! My reading skills. At least. They kept intact mostly through this reading thing here. Wow, everyone just walking slowly. We're gonna level up next time. But that's next time. Look forward to that. Then we're gonna get some... it's called... protection from death or war death. Something like that. That's next time. See you next time. Shout out. Oh, where did that come from? Oh, was it? Was it indeed the friendly neighbor? It's always the friendly neighbor Chris, isn't it? The answer to every question is the friendly neighbor Chris. Okay, so today, as per usual, I just want to say thank you to the latest members who have joined, which are Varied Technique. Just like my Jagex or something. I don't know. And then was a Russian name which I had to Google Translate. I hope that this is correct. Roman Gafarov. Comrade Gafarov. And also Sepultura. Sepultura? Hello, Daniel! And you are? It's me, the YouTube algorithm. And what are you doing here? I'm just here to take those views. No, those are my views. Oh, I can explain to you, senor. You see, you have subs 0% and non-subs 100%. That's why you can take all your views. I guess it's time that you check out the little thing down there.